Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Not a game. We talking about practice.
We thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
A different league. I'm coming. I'm flat out coming.
It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another edition of the Sports Report Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan, and I have a cast of thousands with me tonight. But first, we're going to go into some World Series action. I got my man Seven here. Seven, what's going on? How you doing?
Man. There we go. Dang it. How you going to interrupt me while I'm trying to watch baseball?
I'm sorry.
That's rude. I'm trying to watch baseball. How you going to be rude like that, man?
I'm a terrible person. I'm sorry.
This is why the Asian women don't like you, because you interrupt them while they're working. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Matt? It took a swig of water when you said that.
Sorry.
Man, we're having some technical issues on the Roku feed. We'll try to get those fixed for you as we go on for the night. But anyhow, let me go ahead and bring on everybody else first. Let's see. His boy's actually doing his job tonight. Bulls are down by 1. And
what up, guys?
What's up?
How we doing? See, Sparky, if you guys zoom in, has got the Bulls beanie on, so he's supporting the Bulls tonight, doing his job. Finally, damn it, Sparky. But yeah, dude.
Andrew.
What's up?
Nobody puts Sparky in a corner, Ando.
No, well, Sparky has his leg up on the table, so he's not in the corner. He's actually showing a little more dragon skin than normal. So
that's slut.
Yeah. Sports reports a podcast. Yeah, no, that was dumb. Anyway, what's going on, guys? How we doing tonight?
Trying to get over this damn sinus cold, but it's all good.
Dude, it's going around.
Yeah, it's killing your boy, but I'm here. All right, let's go ahead and bring my man from the original Player versus Team. Let me bring my man Kyle in. Kyle, what's up?
It's looking like the Yankees might get swept.
Shit.
It's looking like they might get swept.
Man, I can't wait to talk to this because I have a theory.
And that's why, and Erica said her computer's acting up, but
No, she drinking too much. That's what's going on.
I think that's what that meant. That might be it. That might be it.
She partying too hard.
Yeah, she partying way too hard.
Too hard.
I know who's not partying though. Dan ain't partying right now.
No, he's not.
It's man. The Yankees' performance in this World Series has forced me to have to backtrack on something that I've said for a while now. And I've said that that Aaron Judge doesn't deserve the Yankees. Or I'm sorry, that Aaron Judge doesn't deserve the MVP that he's about to get because the Yankees would have the success that they have with or without him. And now it is clear that is true to a point. On the world, on this biggest stage in baseball, The Yankees will live and die by Aaron Judge's ability to figure out how to get a fucking hit. Unless his bat opens up here quick, I'm talking his next chance at the plate.
Yep.
The Yankees are fucked.
I agree.
Yep. It's not looking good.
The Dodgers team was a little distracted going into game 1 because of the recent passing of Fernando Valenzuela, which, by the way, if you don't know who Fernando Valenzuela is, he was a pitcher for the LA Dodgers in the early 80s, and the dude threw 8 straight complete games in 8 straight starts. And I believe it was 19. I want to say it was 81. It was either 80 or 81.
81. I thought it was 81 or 82.
Yeah, it was right in that in that early time frame. 2 of those games he gave up 7 hits. The other 6 complete games he did not give up more than 4. He was the biggest man in baseball for about 6 weeks because he was unbeatable. And he was a very good representation in the early 80s when we started to see the actual surge of Dominican and Latin players in Major League Baseball, because they trickled in before, but around the time that Fernando took his place atop baseball's biggest mount for a little while, there wasn't really a lot of Latin players, whether Mexico, Dominican Republic, South America,
Cuba.
There wasn't really a lot of those players on, and Fernando's success highlighted the importance of opening up the diversity of your roster, and among other things. So he wasn't the first, he wasn't the best, but he definitely had a huge influence in what would become a Latin wave, so to speak, in baseball in the mid 80s. The dude had a cannon for an arm. If you get a chance, go back and watch some old Fernando Valenzuela highlights. Kyle, Will, I know you guys, not to be disrespectful, are a bit older than us. Did you guys remember watching Valenzuela at all?
I didn't start. My dad wasn't big on baseball. I don't think I started watching baseball until I was like 13, and I would tune in for a bit and then keep it pushing. So, but I will go check out some highlights though.
Will, what about you?
Same with me. I saw him in bits and pieces. Wasn't really into baseball back at his peak. I didn't get into baseball until a little bit later.
It's 4-0 now.
Yep, I'm updating it right now.
Yep. Because what was it? Luck stole to second from first, and then that base hit brought him in.
Yep. Yeah, and he beat the tag. Man, and that's the thing is, one of the things that I like about this series is there has been some truly solid baseball play.
Yeah.
A majority of, and the truth of this is, a majority of the Dodgers runs that they have scored in this series specifically have been off of the long ball. At the start of the game, it was 10 of the 12 runs that they had scored so far in the series came off of home runs. A huge chunk of that being obviously the 4 from Freddie's walk-off grand slam to close out game 1.
Yeah.
Which, if you haven't seen the highlights of that was one of the most electric home runs I've ever watched. And I have watched a stupid amount of baseball.
Is it fair to say that right before the pitch, like when the pitch was delivered, you knew you were seeing something special? And then the moment you heard the crack of that bat, I mean,
that sound.
Yeah.
If you've been watched enough baseball, like I'm sure, I know Will and Kyle can attest to this. If you watch enough baseball, there's a certain sound that when you hear it off the bat, you're just like, oh, well, we know that's
I got that same feeling when what's his name hit the home run on the Yankees in Game 3 of the ALCS when the Indians tied it up in the 9th. Like as soon as you heard that crack, it's like, well, this is going to extra innings.
Man, that sound just sets with you when you hear it. Just and it's not all home runs. It's not all home runs, but there are some home runs where you hear that sound, that specific crack, and you're just like, oh,
goodbye.
Crushed it.
Yeah. One of the Mariners color commentators, Dave Niehaus, used to say goodbye baseball when I listened to the Mariner feeds.
Ando, normally I wouldn't say this, but please shut the fuck up for a second. Well, I got this one. I have the pleasure of introducing our resident Yankee fan.
Yes.
Who has some fucking explaining to do. And I want to get his thoughts on my take on this. Dan the Dick Warner, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I like the tag there, Dan.
Dan had to shut it down. Yo, that's
So, Dan, I said this earlier. You may not have quite been in here yet. So
Hi, Kyle.
I will.
Fuck all the rest of you.
I will tee you up on this. I was wrong to say that the Yankees' success does not hinge on the success of Judge because of the rest of the talent in their lineup. This series has proven at the end of the day that the Yankees would not be where they're at without Judge. They will live and die with Judge finding his bat. Do you agree?
100%. He's playing like shit. It's fine. This is how it's been in the playoffs for him since his beginning of his career. It's perplexing, honestly, because in the regular season, the guy's fucking nails, man. He's got ice in his veins. And obviously in the playoffs, I think it's probably, honestly, I don't think the pressure gets to him. He plays in New York every day. Honestly, I don't know how that pressure gets, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it gets to you. But obviously there's some issue. What the fuck just happened? And it's just what the fuck just happened?
As a Yankees fan, it just drives you crazy, right?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Dude,
and I was gonna argue with you, it's a bigger stage. It's the final stage of baseball before the offseason. But then you said it best. There is no other market that tears you down when you play bad than New York. And for him to play in New York and him have the season that he had and then just show up with a goose egg, especially in these World Series, I would say it's absolutely concerning. But I would figure, because you still have Soto, you still have Stanton. Chisholm, I think, has played okay during the postseason. But you would figure one of those bats. What's that?
He's been dog shit.
You would figure any of those guys would open up, and it feels like the only person that's even contributing to the hitting is Stanton, and then Soto from time to time. It's just those two bats.
So you guys are forgetting the fact that Aaron Judge in the 2022 playoffs in the ALCS got booed at home. That's the year that he broke Roger Maris's AL home run record. Okay? He had 62 home runs, and he got booed in the ALCS at home. So we are a "what have you done for me lately" type of place, apparently. And I'm not. I love Aaron Judge. I think that I don't think the pressure gets to him. I think it's a weird baseball thing. I think that he plays bad because it's hard to hit a fucking baseball, and sometimes he just can't do it. And sometimes when the pitching gets really good and the pitches are more concentrated, nobody fucking makes mistakes to him. Nobody, when they pitch to him, they're so careful the whole time. You have to understand that he's getting special treatment too. So
there was a comment. I was going to say two things. There was a comment that was made after Judge's first at bat in tonight in Game 3, and I think it was Schmaltz that said it. He said that because of how Judge has been doing in the postseason, that he is actually seeing more than he would normally see because pitchers are more comfortable to go after him.
Yes.
And honestly, I do think that that's part of it. And I will say, to the credit of the stage, I think that it's worth mentioning, to Judge's credit, this is the biggest, this is the biggest market, the most difficult market in the final top series of the season in the most rabid baseball city in America.
Mm-hmm. You can't overlook it. Obviously, situationally, it doesn't look great. I understand that, but I don't think it's all about you know what I'm saying? I don't think that he's fucking failing at a pivotal stage. No. I think that it's a lot of, like you said, Smoltz is fucking great, dude. That's a fucking great point that I actually didn't think of. That's a point I didn't ever think of. They're actually, they think that he's struggling, so therefore just unleash everything on him, right? And throw the bag. throw the bag at him. And so he's seeing all these weird ass shit. Like,
until he can prove that he can hit it, why wouldn't you?
He's got to earn the respect back.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, at this point right now, if his next at bat, which is after Torres, and Torres just got grounded out to second,
so he should be up here.
Yep. Yeah, he's coming up right now.
It's Soto. It's Soto and then him.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was Torres, then Judge, then Soto.
Can we just real quick? How good was that ALCS at bat for Soto? Like, dude, I told you guys at the beginning of the season, bro. I was like, I've been watching every game, and it is a fucking honor to watch Juan Soto hit on a daily basis. Like, this guy is a freak of nature.
Soto is the guy that they picked up from San Diego, right?
Yes. Soto is fucking, dude. This guy takes an 8-pitch at bat, looking heater the whole time. He's literally telling, I forget the dude's name. Anyway, it doesn't matter. For the Guardians, but he's just telling him. Yeah, he keeps telling him. He's like, throw me the fastball. He keeps fucking nodding his head.
Fastball, put it over the plate.
He keeps fouling him off. He was like, fucking throw me the fastball, and he gets one fucking fastball. This motherfucker's top of the numbers high. He throws this pitch 98, top of the numbers, and Soto hits it 4-15 to center field. Like, it's masterful. It's mastery.
The thing of it is, the Juan Soto has proven through his performance this season that the deal that he gets in the offseason for wherever he signs probably is going to stay in New York.
Soto just walked, so he's on first with Judge coming up.
He's probably going to stay in New York. Like, you get in there, you find success, you get the love of the Yankees fan base. You don't want to leave that environment.
There's no copyright issues just playing the game on here, right?
Oh no, that wouldn't be illegal at all.
Straight from Fox. How's the copyright with that? What do you think?
Dan, I'll be the play-by. Dan, I'll be the play-by-play. You be the
we got 20 seconds. We can do 20 seconds.
I'll call the game.
Yeah. I'll be the sideline reporter. Why not? Aaron Boone just told me to go fuck off.
Oh Lord.
Aaron Boone has so much swag. It's hard. Yeah. Like, when you see him in real life, I saw him in real life in Kansas City, dude. He just walks like the dude's dick is fucking 14 inches long. Like, I'm like, seriously, just like walking out there, just taking his time, just like.
One of the things I will say about Judge's plate of performance, but it counts 1-0, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Just sent one to the pitcher's mound, and what just happened? I think that's did they get one? Okay, so Judge, it was a fielder's choice, hit back to the pitcher's mound. Judge made it to first. Person who's on first, that would have been Soto.
Yep,
did not.
Soto's out at first. Yep. So that puts Judge at first with 2 outs.
Wait, he
got on base?
Okay, so that's all he has to do. So that's not gonna get overturned. He was on the bag when he caught the ball. All right, so Soto's out at second.
Can I just call out Freddie Freeman real quick? That motherfucker's teeth are fake.
Dude.
Bro, his homers aren't.
He's definitely wearing veneers. But can we
how
that
in the name of God are those things so straight?
That walk-off grand slam at the bottom in the bottom of the 10th in game 1. That is one of the top 5 home runs that I've watched in general. And that was fucking electric. And I know you're going to be a little pissy about it because it was against the Yankees, but it
was. I love Freddie, dude. Freddie's my boy. I think that he's like, after he left Atlanta and shit, with all that fucking shit, dude, his agent fucking him over and all that stuff. That was so weird. And like the guy's clearly a good dude. He wanted to be in Atlanta or whatever, and that's fucking weird. It's just strange situation. Like, it showed you who Freddie Freeman is. He's a fucking good dude, man. Like, I can't be mad at him. I can't. And obviously, the fuck is with his teeth, bro? Like, how can you not have big dick confidence with that fucking smile? Honestly.
Yeah, now, was Freeman a part of that Braves? Freeman was a part of that Braves championship team, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then the next year he signed with LA because his agent was withholding deals that Atlanta was giving him to get him to LA so he could get more money.
Yep.
And Freddie didn't know it until after he was in LA. And
fired his agent.
Because there were a lot of people that were pissed that he didn't stay with Atlanta.
He wanted to.
He wanted to stay in Atlanta, and his agent fucked him for money, and so.
So Shohei had the under in this one, probably. Yeah. Shohei.
Hey,
under.
I don't want to interrupt, but Bulls just beat the Grizzlies.
They came back. They were
126, 123. They were down by 20. They were down 44-24 midway through the second.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the Io Dasimo led Bulls.
Hey, I'll have you know, the Grizzlies have Scottie Pippen Jr. on their bench.
That's like having.
That's why the Bulls
James
won. That's why the Bulls won. Bulls wanted to say "fuck you" to Scottie Pippen one more time.
Bronny, okay. And he's even. We're not even going to get into that. Yeah. He's even more not ready than I thought he was.
Good God.
And that's the thing is, I never said he was ready, but he's got some work to do. But there's some stuff there at the same time. I'll say that.
Obviously, okay, guys, we can say it. Everybody knows, Bronny's in the NBA because his dad's really good. Okay.
Wait, who's his dad?
Can we all say it together? Yeah, Bronny should be in the fucking NBA.
Is his dad the greatest basketball player of all time? Michael Jordan? No.
He's definitely had the most productive career in NBA
history.
Dude,
yeah, no. I mean, you will hear me say it. You talk me into it personally, Dan, that you can have a conversation between Michael and LeBron.
Thank you, Ando. That's all I ask.
Yeah, no.
All I'm asking is for the conversation to be open to it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to agree with me.
Damn it. You guys had to start this.
No, we didn't.
Right when he showed up.
No, we didn't.
Right when he fucking showed up.
We're not starting it. We're just.
I'm finishing it.
Just as long as it's a thing. As long as it's a thing. As long as it's a thing.
Dude, at this point, the people who do not give LeBron James a chance is the person of old school basketball. And don't get me wrong, Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, they all have special traits and talents that differ them from each other. LeBron James is you can't have a career as long as LeBron James had without taking care of your body, keeping yourself on the floor, and you're not on the floor without being productive.
Jordan can be your guy, but just let LeBron sneak in the back door of the party. Just let him peek his head in there. Let him peek his head in there.
No, LeBron don't got the baby oil, Ambrose.
Yeah,
that was left at Diddy's party.
Jordan has parties like that, but nobody comes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey,
I'm sure
somebody
that's disrespectful.
I will have you know that MJ has a driver in NASCAR who's vying for a championship this year. So Jordan is coming back to relevance.
Bro, if you think Diddy was weird at his parties, imagine how weird Jordan gets. All right, he never lost.
He took all of his parties personally.
But okay, so Jordan's driver in racing is what gets close to a championship. Jordan couldn't do it outside of him playing in his own sport. That his dad played that he knows a lot about but actually sucks at, which was typically be the theory for being a good coach. Couldn't do shit there either. Fucking NASCAR. There's like 4 black people in all of NASCAR, and Jordan's one of them.
Yep.
Jordan hit 191 with the Birmingham Barons. Okay, so let's not
go. 191.
He made it to AA without doing anything. Okay, so he was just there.
In all fairness, he was kidnapped by the Looney Tunes in the middle of a season.
He did.
Hey, while we're talking about LeBron, the Lakers are up 26-8. 5 minutes to go left in the first on the Suns.
Oh shit!
If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Yes, Space Jam. Sorry, but
Bugs Bunny is the best point guard ever.
Obviously the second one was better than the first one, but we're not going to talk about that.
No, fuck you.
The second one wasn't even in space.
I'm fucking kidding. All right. Hey, at least LeBron acted in it. All right. At least he didn't play himself. What a douche.
Bottom of the 6.
They were just like, hey, Jordan, just say this, and he was like, oh.
All right.
What? They have the talent of the Monstars, and they were like, you're so good at acting, Michael.
Disrespectful.
You should have gotten an Academy Award for that.
Mike,
okay?
you're such a good actor, dude.
Dodgers are up 4-0 into the 6th.
I love in Space Jam though, for real. Like where the first one where Jordan strikes out and all the guys, he gets back into the dugout and all the guys are like, yeah, that's a good strikeout, Mike. You look good. You look good out there striking out. Like that's how his whole life is, guys. I'm not like that's a microcosm of Michael Jordan's entire life.
Can we talk about the best part of?
You know what, Mike? You look great doing it. You look great.
I just like how Charles Barkley was like, "Give me my talent back. I'll never hit Madonna again."
Mike. Mike, owning the Bobcats.
Can we talk
Mike,
about the best
really
part
good.
of that movie? The
Mike,
best
own the
part of that
Bobcats.
movie was the white guy, Bill Murray. Let's talk about Bill Murray in that movie.
Yeah. No,
Let's go, Bill.
I think the fat assistant dude who was also the guy in Jurassic Park.
Wayne Knight. Wayne Knight.
One, he's Newman from Seinfeld.
Yep.
Yes,
Hello,
there you go.
Newman.
That guy's the best. I mean, that guy's the best. Besides Jordan, I mean, obviously he should have won an Academy Award. Like, you look great out there, Mike. Look great out there, Mike.
Jordan and Rob Schneider, both constantly
Own the
overlooked.
Bobcats. Own the Bobcats. Fuck yeah, Mike. Love what you're doing with them. Love what you're doing. Keep
What
making
was he,
roster moves.
7-40 as the owner of the Bobcats that one season on the shortened strike.
God. He wasn't
7-40, like.
Might just called him fucking MJ Earl Woods. He probably had a fucking RV pulled up in the fucking. He probably had an RV just pulled up in Charlotte's fucking parking lot. Dude, just banging. He was just banging hoes, and like they just lost by 30. And
You're pushing it,
like,
sir.
Oh no, you guys are doing great. I'll keep making the roster moves.
You look good doing it, Mike. You look good doing it, Mike.
Mike. Keep striking out, Mike. You're looking good, man.
They interviewed Jeremy Roenick when Jeremy Roenick was on the Blackhawks, and he said that him and Michael Jordan got they were playing golf and they got hammered, and he beat Michael Jordan and won like $20,000 off of him. And Michael Jordan had a game that night. And Jeremy Roenick says, "I think I'm going to put my money up against you." Jordan put up 40 points.
Yeah,
sounds about right. He took it personally.
Jordan came back and said something like, "I'll have 40 and 10 or something like that," and came back like 45 and 18 or some shit. Yeah, no, yeah, I've heard all the legends. It's kind of like that one where the dude parts the sea in the Bible, and then there's the virgin birth. There's the virgin birth story too. You guys heard that one where the virgin gives birth to a child?
I have, but
that's what those stories are like. That's what those stories are like.
I mean, they're great stories. If
They're
LeBron
not
James could
real.
get to page 2, he might learn a story or two.
They're not real. They're not real.
LeBron James sitting there with a book. LeBron James sitting with a book like the cat in the. Fuck it, I don't need to go to page 2.
Jordan, one time there was all these people gathered around, and he had a fish, right? And then he had some water, and he turned the water into wine for everybody, and then the fish was fed everybody. Did you guys hear about that one? And then he owned the Bobcats in the middle there too.
That was Chuck
Norris.
Norris.
Out of here! Get the fuck out of here with your Jeremy Roenick fucking fairy tale bullshit. Honestly, why don't you tell me a story about fucking Paul Bunyan? Because that's pretty much on the same fucking level as that Jeremy Roenick fucking garbage ass story.
I have to ask.
Fairy tale, dude. I hate it so much.
I have to ask from one disturbed person to another. Dan, how are things at home?
They're great.
Okay, just checking.
God. They're great. Besides this fucking garbage ass fucking World Series. God damn it.
I hate Erica.
Oh god.
If the Yankees had Michael, they'd probably fucking pull it out because you just he would just will them to a win.
What are you talking about? If Michael was playing baseball,
dude, I'm sorry. It wasn't like that.
If Michael was playing baseball, the White Sox would have finished 40 and 122.
The opposite record. The opposite. They would have had. They would have won 100.
Yeah. Oh, what? The Mariners 116? Fuck that. No, he would have taken that personally. The White Sox at 122. Let's go. And I took the ball personally. The ball went over the strike zone. I didn't swing at it, and I took it personally.
Okay, now that I'm settled in, can we see what Dan really thinks?
On a super. I mean. One night
next
against
time
the
you have a thought, just let it fly.
In 93 against the Supersonics and Sean Kemp, Michael Jordan saw a burning bush, and he The fuck are you talking about?
Wait, are we
That's
talking
not
actual,
real, dude.
Are we talking
He
about a
wasn't
burning
that
bush, like an
good.
actual bush on fire, or like chlamydia
No.
on the chick that he was banging?
He was good. He was
Redheaded
fucking
stripper that
that
forgot to
good.
shave.
But fuck, man. He's not a fairy tale.
Oh my God, this is
These are
amazing.
fairy tales.
Neither is LeBron.
I can't think of a better way to end my night. This is hilarious.
We are seeing LeBron. The fairy tale's happening in front of your eyes, Will. All right. So at least we're not fucking like. At least we're not. This
Ain't no
isn't some
damn fairy
dream
tale.
that we're having. This is a
Good
dream that
damn
you
well,
guys
you
had.
know good damn well he gonna fail again. Watch.
Wait, did LeBron set a record? Did LeBron set a record last week?
He set a record this weekend.
Oh,
He's
how many flops?
The oldest player with a triple double.
Hold on. He's also the first player to play with the Sun. Don't forget that record.
Well,
Michael
yeah,
never
for
did it.
But no, he set another.
Because Michael was probably like, "No, kid, you suck."
I think he's got the most. I think he set a record for the most missed shots last week.
Did he?
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's fake news.
That's as much of a longevity award as the other ones he's gotten.
Oh, it's most. Oh no,
I mean, that's like
Kyle, you're saying over his career.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah. No. I think he might already held it.
Dude, that's like Brett Favre having the most interceptions because he threw the ball the most, man. Come on.
Well, no, not really.
Brett Favre, my favorite record of Brett
Favre's
Favre's is the
Just
fact
fucking
that
over the people of Mississippi.
the best record that Brett Favre holds is he faxed more dick pics to NFL trainers than anybody else in league history.
He was using a fax machine in public. I want you guys to all think about this.
Nobody was in the office like, Brett,
His
why are you walking around
grainy-
with a picture of your dick?
His grainy white penis was getting faxed over a fucking fax, like it was going nah, 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 nah. And like people were like taking it out of a like what in the fuck is going on, dude?
Someone else in the office gets it.
What a legend. What a legend. What a legend.
All right.
Sorry. Let's get back on track. I'm sorry.
All right, you guys. Go ahead. Get back. What the hell are you drinking, Ando?
It's soda pop inside my coffee cup.
Black Rifle coffee.
Got no soda pop.
Yep. Soda pop.
And
not any soda pop. It's Sam's Cola soda pop.
You should ferment that soda pop.
I should.
Give it to
I wish
Sparky.
I had some alcohol to put into it. Nah, Sparky's had enough to drink, man.
Oh,
Besides,
Dan,
he's
you're up.
working right now. He's working.
He gets the
The game may be over, but he's still promoting.
He gets the dragon. That's
Just put it back in the microwave for a few minutes to warm him up, and Dan will get started.
Yeah.
All right. We got Monday Night Football going on as well. We got the Steelers over the Giants, 16-9. Damn.
Marbles.
I gotta say, I am very unsurprised.
Tear
with,
that dragon up 7.
Yeah.
You know the Giants are playing on Monday Night Football when baseball definitely has higher ratings.
Yup.
That's what's going on right now.
It's a bad night when the Giants score more than the Yankees.
Oh.
Dude, when I woke up this morning, I was like, what's Daniel Jones going to do tonight on Monday Night Football? I was like, I needed to know.
Steal money from the Maher family.
There was Daniel Jones Monday Night Football World Series. That was my in order chronological.
Hey, it's Daniel Jones versus Ciara's husband.
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Did he say
That's-
Ciara?
Is it Ciara,
Russell
Sierra?
Wilson is
Sierra.
Russell Wilson is married to Sierra.
Okay.
You know,
It's
this
spelled Ciara.
is.
But it's spelled, it is, right?
It's spelled Sierra.
Yeah, Ciara.
Okay.
Ciara.
It's
All right,
spelled
so Sierra.
Chiara.
Chimera.
Chimera?
It's like me saying
But no, I
Jameis
mean,
Winston.
Daniel
Jameis.
Jones isn't playing bad. I mean, he's
Jameis
14 to 20 for 156 yards with no turnovers. That's probably the most important stat. But it's a defensive drag out game. I mean, never mind. Russell Wilson just threw a touchdown. More than 10 yards. So good job. Good job.
Can we at least give Daniel Jones a little bit of credit for dude, he's plays in New York and those people hate him. Like,
How the
can you
fuck he
imagine
still has
just
a-
every day that you go to your job, somebody's like, hey, there's somebody way better at this than you. Like, why are you doing this? And he just keeps doing it.
Even
what a
little
good
kids.
guy. What a fucking
There was a fun fact that I saw the other day that Notre Dame beat Navy 51 or 52 to 14. That game was played at MetLife Stadium. You realize Notre Dame scored 7 touchdowns in that game, And between the Jets and the Giants, they've scored 6 touchdowns at MetLife all season. What do you want, Rob?
That's a good. I like that.
You guys went to that.
Wow.
That's
shit. Yeah,
well, and the thing for me with these two
Wait,
teams.
Ando, do you have a manservant?
Oh no, it's my twin brother, dude.
It's the more talented brother.
It's the more talented, more attractive brother.
Hey, fuck you guys. You know what? You guys want him on the show tonight?
No.
No,
I like.
I didn't say it.
They
said it.
I didn't say that. I said he's more talented, not that I didn't like. I like you better.
Daniel Jones will always be a G for the fact that thanks to Brian Dable, he was able to convince the Maurer family that he was worth was that 4-year, $180 million deal?
160.
I'm sorry, 4-year, $160 million deal that he has earned.
I mean, it's New York, so it might as well be 180.
That he has earned less than half of. And he just keeps showing up to work. He's like, they're not going to fucking send me home. I don't care.
Daniel Jones looks like an actor who was cast in a Lifetime movie about Eli Manning's life.
It does kinda. That's accurate. That's accurate.
That's great. Kyle,
All right, let me ask you guys this. Can we run it? Is it over for Aaron Rodgers? Is it over for the Jets?
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
The dude should have said it best last week that Aaron's body retired 3 years ago, but his mind, because he's so high on ayahuasca, that he thinks he's
ego. His ego still hasn't retired, but his body did. It's Drew Brees.
The journey has just begun. The journey has just begun.
It's over. It was over last year. It was over last year when he got hurt.
Yep. Ever since Leon Hess died, the Jets have been a moribund franchise. There's no hope.
Who the fuck is Leon Hess?
The old owner of the Jets who died.
When did he die? 1997.
Anybody else knew who that was?
Have you ever heard he was the owner of the company that sells those trucks every Christmas?
I know who Rudolph.
The Red Riders, like the wagons?
No, fucking Hess trucks.
What?
You ever a kid?
No, no. Like the most rides I got was in the red wheeled wagon things. That's like, yeah.
No, when you go to like Hess gas station, the one thing they advertise around like the holidays is a Hess truck.
Yeah,
it's a Hess truck.
I've never even heard of a Hess.
I'll have to look it up.
Gas station. I've never even heard of a Hess gas station. Are you saying Hess?
Dude, the guy the guy was a baller. Like when Iran was getting like overrun, he let like the Shah of Iran stay on his couch.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh wow!
Are you guys saying Hess? Like
yes,
H-E-S-S.
Okay.
See, it's just Dan. They've never heard of how awesome Casey's Pizza is, so we gotta. I mean, it's give and take. Maybe.
No, it's actually the opposite. There's nothing here. There's nothing here where
pizza?
I live. I live in a wasteland of nothingness.
So Hess gas stations are more East Coast. That's why these guys don't know it. I know it because I have friends and family back there. So
specifically Northeast. I haven't seen one in Maryland.
Yeah,
I've never been in the Northeast before.
But I would say they're not too horribly unsimilar to Casey's. Not as food oriented as Casey's is, but very similar. It sounds fantastic. It sounds fantastic. It's not Casey's breakfast pizza fantastic, but
Casey's breakfast pizza. It's on a whole nother level.
What the hell is Casey's?
I love gas station
station convenience store.
Oh, like Sheetz?
Like 7-Eleven.
But they sell pizza.
Yeah.
It's like a pizza store inside of a.
Oh.
It's just different. So people think it's good. I mean, it is.
Portnoy wouldn't like this pizza because it has flavor. There's ingredients on it.
It's not thin and crispy. It's not thin and crispy cheese. Yeah, so there's no Dave Portnoy review of.
I don't know. Everything outside of New York and New Jersey is just Italian cheesy sauce bread. It's not pizza.
Dave Portnoy eats cardboard with marinara sauce and cheese on it. That dude wouldn't know good pizza if it bit him in the ass.
Dude, that was the most awkward Rogan I've ever seen, by the way.
Yes.
When you want to see an awkward Rogan, go watch the one with Dave Portnoy. Like, Rogan literally hates him. You can tell Rogan's just like, what the fuck? At one point he goes, "Are you dumb?" And you're like, "What the fuck?"
Which
Like,
is so
Rogan doesn't
bizarre
say
because
that.
Rogan has had like the leader of the Proud Boys on his show,
Yeah,
and it
he
takes
doesn't-
Dave Portnoy to like.
Dude, he does like that's how big of a nightmare Dave Portnoy is apparently.
So I know Dave
Rogan
Portnoy
is,
works for Barstool Sports and does
He used to
like
own
the One
Barstool
Bite.
Sports. He sold it off, and I think he has a
Okay.
seat on the board.
He does.
Okay.
He's just
And I
a
know he does that
gigantic
One Bite.
douche.
Everybody knows the rule pizza review that he does. So
I used to like watching those because I thought he was fucking kind of funny. But like
Yeah.
I like at the same time it's like he's such a douche. It's really what it comes down to. He's kind of
like if I saw him if I saw him standing in front of a pizza shop, I would go and ask for a piece of pizza just so that I could take a bite.
I mean, he
Tony,
was
unmute
funny
yourself.
at first, and then it was kind of like, look at me, I'm being an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. And it's like, congratulations, you're like every other YouTuber.
pretty
ever.
much. And he had no clout to be a douchebag like that, but he was still being a douchebag. Basically was what was happening. Like he
That's
right. He got to a point like where it was okay for him to be a douchebag because he was like famous enough, but now he thinks he got like over douchey about being famous. And it was like, nobody even knows what you're famous for, bro. Like, and that was basically what happened, I think.
He kind of looked like Mark Zuckerberg's less successful brother.
he's the Kardashian of sports bros. That is exactly who a fucking Portnoy is, and I will say that to his fucking face.
Except for
Barstool
he hasn't
Sports
ruined
half
a
the
lot
time
of.
doesn't even report on sports.
I mean, at least Portnoy doesn't like ruin females' lives by them dating him. You know what I'm saying?
That you know of. Most of them will be dead. Like
right.
if that guy hasn't killed a hooker,
I was gonna say I've never been so sure that one man has buried a hooker before than Dave Portnoy.
Yeah,
You know that guy's been knee deep in mud, dude. You know he has.
he's got a very stab a hooker esque.
He's like I shoved the money in her mouth too hard. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
All right, real quick, you guys. There was a very bad call in that Rams Minnesota Vikings game. Very bad face
Was
mask
it
call.
the person that bought the ticket? That's a real bad call. Should have saved the money.
No, I'm in absolute
Will.
agreement with that, Will. Yeah.
What happened?
So it's second down. It's first or second down. The Vikings have the ball at their own 3, and it's inside 2 minutes. Vikings don't have any timeouts. Darnold goes back to throw, and as he goes back to throw, there's a defender for the Rams that basically fish hooks Darnold's face mask and drags him to the ground. There's an official, Dan, I kid you not, staring at the play like this.
It's actually in the rule book that if Darnold gets face mask, though, it doesn't count because you see him.
Oh, is that a bylaw of one of the rules?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
There's a rule where you can just
Just-
beat up
just don't
anybody
get
in a
calls.
Browns uniform.
Darnold.
Tracy just ran for 45 yards. Giants
If
just
you
scored a
notice,
touchdown.
if you notice, Minnesota is starting to look like Minnesota again.
Yep.
They don't look all that great.
they
Is
felt
that why John isn't on the? Is that why John isn't on the board tonight?
Kyle, I thought that was going the
maybe.
opposite way. I thought you were going to be like, they're looking okay. You're like, they're not that great.
Minnesota's looking how they usually look.
Look, I will say
They don't
this.
look that great.
Well,
I will
5-0
say this.
starts.
I would much rather lose off of a bullshit call like that than lose the way the Bears did against the Commanders.
No,
Because that was absolutely avoidable.
the Bears deserve to lose that game.
Absolutely.
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 It's
Absolutely.
the Bears should have won that game clean and clear. They shouldn't have even been in that situation. But the Bears refuse. They still, despite the fact that the trade deadline is 2 weeks away, and there are plenty of options available, they have not done anything to get Caleb Williams more fucking protection.
Nope.
And the defense can only do so much. But you have that one guy that was screwing around, taunting the fans right before the Hail Mary. I'm not worried about that because you need crazy in your corners, and that's exactly what it is.
And that's one play. I love that shit, dude. That's what those dudes do, man. Like that's a mindset. Those guys are getting abused all day, and they have to keep coming at it. I love that shit, dude. Like if he knocks that ball down, guess what? He's gonna be talking even more shit. So fucking get out of his face. You got beat one time. Like he was gonna fucking if he's talking shit and then what happens is supposed to happen, right? And they don't fucking score the Hail Mary. It's like, okay, nothing happened, right? It wasn't that big of a deal. He's talking shit before the Hail Mary.
I mean, my problem is the all you have to do is bat the ball down.
Yep.
Just bat the ball.
Don't tap it up.
It's the same problem I have as a Raiders fan when I see the immaculate reception. All Jack Tatum needed to do was knock the ball down. He didn't need to go for the big hit.
Nope.
And that killed the game. Like you just bat the ball down. There's no time left on the clock. You don't need the interception.
You're making that sound like super easy. Like it's just bat it down. It's not it's these guys are fucking professional athletes, bro.
He threw it into a crowd of 5 people. Yes. One of them could have put their arm on and just batted it down.
All of them can jump really high, and all of them are really good athletes. Like somebody snagged it out of the air. Like that's what happens. Like
Michael Jordan would have done it.
Oh my Jordan would have caught that.
LeBron James would have batted it down.
Started again, y'all.
We're forgetting the most important thing, and that's the good organizations look beyond the results. Oh my God, Dan! I wish you'd have been here for that last week.
You should have been here last week, Dan.
Why? What happened?
I'll let you take it.
Yeah, well,
this new general manager was talking about the game that they just lost.
The same.
And they were asked about a coaching change. And
wait, who was asked?
Mickey Loomis, the general manager, owner of the Saints.
He general manager. He was asked about a coaching change, and he said,
"I heard this."
He said, "Good teams look beyond the results." At that point, you 2-5.
Felt like good teams won.
But 2-5, we looking beyond the results. Now you 2-6. Are you still looking beyond the results?
Well, I want to look beyond the results of this World Series.
It's the single most delusional comment ever in sports history. It's literally just like, yes, well, we're still good though from like when Drew Brees was here. Like what the fuck, dude?
Okay, so now back on topic. Back on topic. That DB that was taunting the crowd, the Bears DB. We're not going to be talking about the fact that, and it's clear by what the score was in that game, that he locked down his receiver more times than he got beat in that game. Mm-hmm. But all anybody's going to be talking about is that one play when he at least did what he could and tipped the ball. It just didn't go the direction that he would have wanted it to go.
Yeah, it's the same thing whenever Deion Sanders let someone by him. Deion Sanders would have like 20 interceptions in a season, and everyone would talk about how like that one guy on the Browns beat him on a route.
On one play, right.
If you think about the sheer fucking mechanics of playing quarterback, they know where they're going and you don't. That's the plain and simple of it. They know where they're going and their quarterback knows where they're going and you don't. That's how simple. Like, dude, that is fucking crazy that those guys even stick with those dudes is absolute madness. Like, NFL corners are probably some of the best athletes in the world. Hands down, without a doubt. Like, that's...
I mean, I have to agree because you're all alone. You're pretty much one-on-one with this guy, and you got to keep up with him.
That position is all reactive.
And you have to be the fastest. You have to be the fastest man on the field. Yeah. I mean, the second most difficult is probably safety because you have to know which way to go to protect the ball.
It's the same thing. You're just closer to the quarterback at that point. But
yeah.
What were you going to say, Kyle?
Right.
Oh, no. I was just saying most corners are receivers who can't catch.
Right. Yeah. Just didn't have ball skills.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Yep. And like,
now, the thing about it, now the next thing I want to talk about, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, there we go.
30-24. 30-24. Let's go. Let's go. 30-24. Even though, and I said this in our group chat, and Cal can back me up. The 49ers corners, they dumb as hell.
They are. They're bad. San Fran has a bad secondary. They don't have a great secondary.
The Cowboys should have won that game.
They're bad corners. But the Cowboys do cowboy things. So.
Yep.
We're still a good organization. We're looking past the results. The Cowboys have 5 points.
Yes.
We're a good team. We got this.
Yeah, speaking of people that need to die, the Crypt Keeper got to go.
Whoa.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and you know, watching the end of that game was so hard because the only thing that can trump the Dallas Cowboys doing cowboy things is Kyle Shanahan when he has a lead.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what it came down to at the end of this game. 49ers fans were freaking out despite the fact that they had to leave because they knew that Kyle Shanahan can fuck that up real quick as the head coach.
But they should have had a little bit of confidence, though, because I think Dallas naturally is scared of San Francisco. I think as a unit, they're afraid of the 49ers.
I mean, that defense, I'd be afraid of that. Honestly, I'd be afraid of that defense too, bro.
I'd be
not
afraid of that
their
front seven.
secondary. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, not their secondary, but like Fred Warner.
Fred Warner.
Fred Warner, Nick Bosa.
Who's
the other one? Greenlaw. When he gets back, he's dude. Like that front seven of San Francisco is legit.
Well, didn't they have fucking what's his name? They had other D end last year.
Yeah, they had Eric Armstead, but he signed with Jacksonville.
No, Armstead, but the other guy. They had
Hargrove,
younger guy who was goddamn. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to say Myles Garrett, but that's obviously the Browns. But
yeah, it's Browns.
You know what I'm
And
talking
speaking of the Browns,
hell
and
yeah,
speaking
let's
of the
go.
Browns,
Fuck Lamar.
they gotta win this week. Shout out to Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis.
We eating them W's.
Guys,
We eating them W's.
Hey,
Jameis.
Seven, is it Jamie? Is it Jameis or Jameis?
Jameis.
Jameis.
It's Jameis. Go fuck yourself, bro.
He earned his Jameis. He earned his Jameis this week.
It's Winston, if you want to be specific, because every time that man gets in front of a mic, it's like he's giving a fucking sermon.
Dude, he's such a G, dude. I love Jameis.
The Browns proved what I said. I believe it was either last week or the week before. The way to beat Lamar Jackson is to make him be an actual fucking quarterback.
Yep.
And
I don't know. That's not how I would say it. Not how I would say it. I'd say to make Lamar Jackson be a prototypical quarterback and stand in the pocket and do like pocket passing and all that shit. That's not his thing. That's not his thing.
He was moving yesterday.
That's a lot of guys' not thing. That's not Patrick Mahomes' thing.
But the thing is he was moving. It was about his decision making and his accuracy when he was under pressure. Like he could still move. I don't think he got more than two times yesterday. Like he was just under pressure. And when he has to be a quarterback under pressure, he can't do it. But if he has the ball on the ground, he's fine. And that's my point.
Also, look at it this way too. Remember, it is a division game. That's mostly when most teams play when we get those type of games. It's just like with the Bucks in Atlanta. Same thing. First game they put up 60-something points. Yesterday they put damn near 60 points up again.
That's
the same thing. So I'll give the Browns yesterday. They played a hell of a game against what's the name. But we know the next game is not going to be like that.
No.
I just think the Browns are just eternally cursed.
I hope so.
Well, they're named after a color. It's not great. Sorry.
I mean, the guy they're named after, his stadium, like the stadium of your crosstown rival, has his name on it.
Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. Their whole thing is rough. I mean, you're named after a color, and your helmets are orange. So it's not the same color. I don't really get that whole thing.
You're named after a dude, and it's an away game when you play at Paul Brown Stadium.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't get any of it. It's all very confusing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like just the whole Browns as an organization, they're very confusing. If they just were deleted from the NFL, do you think anybody would even be like I miss the Browns?
Like Bernie Kosar is like there were like 25 other teams in the league at the time. If I was on any one of those teams, I'd be a Hall of Famer.
just
imagine Megatron on any team with a top 10 offense. Imagine what we would have seen out of Megatron.
I mean, Megatron played with Matt Stafford. Megatron had Matt Stafford. Let's not fucking. I mean,
right. So, but that's
why a shitty offense and a shitty team. But like he had Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's a fucking stud.
That's
better yet. Switch Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders would have like 50,000 career rushing yards behind that Cowboys line.
Absolutely.
That's at least 2 rings if you have Barry Sanders with that Cowboy team. You have that Cowboys team in the late 90s. But
I think Barry gets the shit beat out of him a little bit more because I think Barry was smaller. But yes, I think that there's I think there's some issues there with it. But I love Barry Sanders. I'm agreeing with you.
And look at it like this: the things Barry did in the open field and from behind the line.
Oh, good God!
With no line, he did.
There's a guy right in front of him. He stops, spins, checks his taxes, and then he's in the end zone before the defender's like, dude,
sometimes with only one shoe.
Yeah.
And Kyle, what you're saying is he, instead of being 3 yards in the backfield when he has to elude defenders, he's 5 yards down the field already because he's got Larry Allen.
Right.
He's got Larry Allen pulling around, and like it would be a mess. Like it would have been a fucking mess. Like he would have averaged 7 yards a carry, I think, for an entire NFL season. Probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Close to 8. 7 or 8.
Yeah. Like it would have been ridiculous. Like
you would have broken Walter Payton's record in a game.
Some of the other things I did want to talk about real quick, and this hurt my fantasy team. They got the win yesterday, but Jordan Love looks to be going to be out a few weeks with a groin injury. I mean, this man can't stay healthy this season.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry. Is there a question in there?
What frustrates me about Jordan Love in fantasy is there is not a week this year that I started Jordan Love where I didn't end the week going, fuck, I should have started Baker Mayfield or Kirk Cousins.
You didn't love it?
I didn't love it. And
I didn't love it.
And that's the frustrating thing. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. Yeah. He just can't.
He's not consistent.
Performance. There is zero fucking consistency. Like, you got to get that man some Activia so he can get regular. Like, something.
Who's catching the ball? Who's catching the ball right now for Jordan Love, though? Let's be honest.
Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson.
Romeo Doubs, Jaden Reed.
Nathaniel Kraft.
Nathaniel
Kraft.
He doesn't have a lot of weapons, but he's got enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he got some decent weapons. Something else I want to get into. Tua Tagovailoa made his return yesterday.
And they still lost.
Say that last name again, Will.
Tua Tagovailoa.
You mean turn the ball over?
Turn the ball over.
Turn the ball over.
Tua turn the ball over.
Hey,
you want to what?
You know what's shocking, really, is that he's an Alabama quarterback and he didn't have success in the NFL. Let's talk about how, honestly, that's a staple of Alabama quarterbacks is that they have a lot of success in the NFL, and I don't think that he doesn't follow that guideline. I mean, honestly. So it's actually confusing to me. Kyle doesn't want to comment on this one because he's a Philly fan. But I'm
about to get to Kyle in a minute because
he doesn't want to touch it.
I got to make this joke about Arizona real quick. The only reason the Cardinals won that game was because Kyler Murray was not allowed to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6. That's the only reason they won.
He studied the playbook. He studied the playbook and not Black Ops.
And now, lay off Kyler Murray. You know how hard it is to go to Disney World and watch everyone else be able to get on the rides?
Now he can play Call of Duty, but he can't get the season pass until they make the playoffs. So now he's got to sit there and do more homework before he can play the season pass.
For real, though, Ambrose, about the height thing, like I know that your joke was like a very, it was offhanded, and I don't think it was necessary. But no, but Kyle Murray can't see over the fucking offensive line. I'm not joking. Like he cannot see over the offensive line. He's throwing from the blind. So like let's give Kyler Murray some fucking credit. Like the guy can't see over his offensive lineman, and he still makes passes. I don't know how it happens. It shows you a lot to how Kyler Murray is a freak of nature athlete. He really is.
Can I say that when I see Kyler Murray run around the pocket and around the field, the only thing I can put in my head is the
tucked up shirt, dude.
He looks like a toddler avoiding that.
He does. Like he's Mom can't take my cell phone. Mom can't take my cell phone. Mom can't take my dude. Like the circus music. The circus music plays in my head every time I see him take off. Exactly.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say the curled up shirt thing.
Oh yeah.
That's what image I get.
Yeah. Hold on.
I love it.
Right, and
got a six pack.
And want to get to one more. I gotta come to you. The Eagles got to win.
Okay.
They got to win. What did you think? They got to win. What did you think?
The Bengals defense is ass. It's ass. But I watched the first half of football. Cincinnati should have been up like 21-3. They just left plays on the field. And then they let the Eagles do what they do. They couldn't stop Saquon Barkley if they had 15 men on the field. In all seriousness.
Saquon's.
They couldn't stop that. A.J. Brown did what he did. Devontae Smith cooked somebody. It was like It was nuts. Once they got up, it was over. It was over. But yeah, Cincinnati's defense is ass. It's ass.
I was going to say earlier, like, I mean, look at Jaden Daniels being the best LSU quarterback in the NFL right now. But
Damn.
No, but like, Saquon Barkley is the running back that you make on Madden. he's like the running back that you create on Madden for your team. It's like that's the guy that you just make. Like he's
and yet he didn't get the money. Daniel Jones did.
Mind you, and that's the thing. You gotta the Giants organization. You know they kick themselves in the ass every week because it's like, damn, if we had a quarterback and we had weapons on the outside for our quarterback, he'd be doing this for us and not the Eagles. But no, you pay Daniel Jones because you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You let him walk, and now he's cooking. I'm surprised. I thought he would be hurt at this point of the season.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Yeah.
And I think so much of that is mental, dude. I think that he was like, I don't want to get my ass kicked here. Like this is pointless. Like we're gonna lose. I'm gonna get my ass kicked, and I'm not gonna get paid. Why would I want to play? Like, why would I want to play? I'm not playing at that point. Like, I'm literally going, hey, I got an ankle, coach. I got an ankle, coach.
I'm sorry. Does it say Jets on my helmet?
Like, I got an ankle for real. I'm trying to like, I'm not. I mean, honestly, that's what you do for you. Like, good for him. Fuck them, dude. Seriously, fuck them. Like,
you got a much better chance to win a Super Bowl ring in Philadelphia than you do with the Giants.
I mean, that's like sitcom worthy stupid. Like that's like some shit you'd see in Seinfeld. Should we pay Saquon? No, he doesn't matter.
No,
Give Daniel Jones.
No, that's stupid. We're gonna keep the money.
Okay, so to the Giants organization, though, he probably wouldn't have been that important because of his motivation. He wasn't motivated to play, so they're looking at it like, hey, we have to pay Daniel Jones because we don't think we can motivate Saquon Barkley here anymore. I don't think. I think that's an honest thing. They knew there was no getting Saquon Barkley out of like he was in coast mode. He was in I don't want to be here. You guys are not going to give me back. I'm going to get fucking hurt, and we're going to lose. That's going to be the entirety of my NFL career. And I think he was down and out, and I think they knew it. So
yeah, he may as well have been drafted by the Raiders.
Pretty much. I mean, or the Browns. Or the Paul Browns.
All right, one more thing. We're going to get on out of here. We had an NBA game tonight.
Ooh, before you go on to that, but the thing I put in the chat. So, Kyle, I want to get your take on this. I have a theory on who's going to replace Nick Sirianni when he gets fired because we know what's coming. We know it's coming.
Yeah.
I think that's where Bill Belichick's going to land.
Shit.
Ooh.
Here's one of the things that I consider to be a leading reason for why Belichick would choose the Eagles, because we all know he's going to get to choose where he wants to go next season because this coaching carousel is going to be fucking ridiculous. There's going to be at least 5 openings. So the thing that comes back to me is there is a larger number of Alabama players on that roster than what he would get down in Miami because Mike McDaniels is going to be on the hot seat. Yeah. There is not enough built in Pittsburgh for it to be worth his time there. So if you want to stay in the Northeast, that's going to put you in Philly.
Yeah.
Unless Harbaugh gets fired because they still can't close in Baltimore and he takes that because he thinks he can use Lamar better. Philly is the one that makes the most sense for Bill Belichick. And because of his kinship with Nick Saban, he'll already have more information on how to relate to guys like Jalen Hurts and some of the other Alabama players around that roster. And he's going to go in with a good man, and he's going to go in with a better mindset and a better setup than he would on any other roster that's going to be available.
That too.
Makes sense.
With him being, with the year, him having this year off, you have to take that into account. Like you said, they'll have a better rapport, supposedly. But his main focus is going to end up being on the defense.
Yep.
Yeah. That defense looks good with all those Georgia players on it.
He's going to focus more on, if he goes there, he's going to focus more on the defense. Because, again, I like to say the Eagles have the most talented offensive roster. So there's nothing he has to add. I don't have to add another receiver. I got 2 numbers.
How many years removed are the Eagles from their Super Bowl appearance?
Super Bowl 52? No. Yeah, Super Bowl 52. So 7.
And they've done nothing but
No,
build.
because they
so
lost to the
they're-
Chiefs 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not 7-3.
No. You got
No, he said his last Super Bowl.
No, you got to remember
So that
No,
appearance.
they're
just played in the Super Bowl
Oh
the
yeah,
year before
then
that.
3. Yeah,
You said appearance, yeah.
3.
Yeah, he said appearance.
I heard Super Bowl win. That's
last
my
year,
fault,
but the year
guys.
before.
Yes.
I mean, Saquon Barkley should only make them better. I mean, that should just push them over the edge.
Yeah, but
Like-
you're not getting enough out of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is underperforming what he should for the status that he holds in
For the
his
money
role
he's making.
and the money
Well,
he's making.
Jalen
I
Hurts to
mean,
watch.
that's kind of like that sounds like a coaching issue.
And that's why Nick Sirianni is going to get fired, is because you're not getting what out of Jalen Hurts what you should based on the standard that has already been set for him.
Kind of like Ray Rhodes was a good coach, but he wasn't a good fit in Green Bay when he left Philly, because you need someone to yell at Brett Favre, and Mike Holmgren would be like Brett, and Ray Rhodes wasn't
Well,
that
you
guy.
got to remember, Ray Rhodes was the offensive coordinator and then took the job in Philadelphia. So he took the experience that he had with Green Bay to Philadelphia, which is why he didn't work out, because he didn't have the quarterback play that Green Bay had.
If they get Bill Belichick will give them an identity on both sides of the ball.
Agreed.
They still do not have an identity when it comes to offense. They don't know if they want to pass first. They don't know if they want to run.
Yeah, so if Bill Belichick goes from Boston to Philadelphia, is he going to go to another city with asshole fans and try to get
New
the
York.
trifecta?
That's where
At 90 years old, he'll be coaching New York.
Kyle, but that goes with what you're talking about, though, with the talented offense, though. Their identity is getting fractured because there's so many different directions they can go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they have Devontae Smith, they have Saquon Barkley, they have all these talented guys.
AJ Brown.
Where you wouldn't want to focus in on one part of that, right?
No, but the thing is, you can pick your poison. At one point in time, look at it like this: at one point in time, Tom Brady had
Moss.
Wes Welker. He had Randy Moss.
Yep.
They had a decent running back.
And
They had-
Julian Edelman.
They had a decent.
Edelman wasn't a part of that team.
They had a.
Yeah, it was.
No,
Jules
Jules
Gronk
was
on a podcast. We're talking
they had
about.
Moss. Jules was on there.
Yeah,
They had,
Gronk and
they had
Hernandez.
they had a decent. The offense itself was stacked. They were pass happy. Could they run the ball? Yes, but they were pass happy, and they knew they could stop people. But at some point in time, where the rubber meets the road, when you get in the playoffs, you know you have to be able to run the ball.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why they traded Randy Moss.
And the law firm of Ben Jarvis Green Ellis was not enough.
No.
He definitely wasn't at one point. I think LeGarrette Blount at one point was one of the best pickups they had.
For sure.
I would say
man.
Corey Dillon too.
For
Corey
sure.
Dillon made
And
that
Corey
team.
Dillon was nice, but LeGarrette Blount
Garrett Blunt was huge for them.
was different.
Yes. Dude,
He was that power back that New
He was
England
like
had, because they always seem to
6'1",
have
250.
Yeah, because they always seem to do the finesse. Curtis Martin was a finesse running back. J.R. Redmond was a good finesse running back before his knees got shot.
Kevin Falk, James White.
Kevin Falk was a finesse. Well, Kevin Falk was a return man above all else. So
I'm going to throw something else out here, because when you look at if you're going to bring Bill Belichick in, you have to bring in an offensive coordinator that's actually going to be able to bring Jalen Hurts out to that next level.
Bill O'Brien.
And I think that there's three possibilities. One of them is obviously Bill O'Brien.
Yep.
And because of their friendship, I think that Bill is a good possibility for that role in that scenario.
Don't you dare say Josh McDaniel.
No, number two, actually, and you guys are going to laugh that I'm suggesting it, but the more I think about it, the more it would actually be a decent move for both sides. Cliff Kingsbury, the air raid offense would work good with that roster.
Yeah. I don't think he'll leave Washington.
Ronald McDaniel will be like, "Can I join the team?"
And so that's the second one that I would look at. And then the third one would be, because Brian Dable's about to get fired in New York, and he does really good with quarterbacks. Ask Josh Allen. Brian Dable would be the third one that I would look at for offensive coordinator for a Bill Belichick led team in Philly.
I can go with those.
What do you think about that, Kyle?
I agree.
You think Bill Belichick will even come out and coach the team, though?
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah.
No, he's got like that 25-year-old girlfriend. She wants to see what all the fuss is about with him on the field.
He definitely. You got to look at it like this too. I don't know what he drunk or whatever. He's on Peyton and Eli shit damn near every Monday. He's very jovial on the show. He is nothing like when he coach.
He doesn't. He doesn't look like Ma Fratelli from the Goonies anymore. He looks really happy.
He looks like a human being, guys.
There's
That's
a-
what it is.
Dude,
What are you guys talking about? You know that he's in those Tuesday meetings with Peyton and Eli, like we're on to the next Monday night.
No, dude. No, he's not. There's a video of him. There's a video of him and Randy Moss, dude. Randy Moss walks into his office when Randy Moss was playing for him, and he talks. Dude, have you seen this? And he's talking about going to the Halloween party. And Belichick is fucking on board, dude. Belichick loves it. And Belichick shows up, and they're in full garb, dude. Him and his wife are in like full fucking. Belichick's cool as fuck, dude. I bet Belichick's cool as fuck.
He's a bro. He's a bro.
I think he's cool as fuck, man. I think Belichick's awesome. Like, I think he's an old man, but he's awesome.
All right, you guys. There was a game today where right now you got the Suns over the Lakers at half, 50-48. But there
Hold
was
on,
a game
you said
that
the Lakers.
finished
Oh,
up.
the Lakers are beating the Suns. I'm sorry.
No. He said the opposite.
No, it's the Suns are up on the Lakers. It's
Yeah,
almost
The
Suns are up on
Sun,
the Lakers.
holy shit! What the fuck happened, LA?
It's a 17-point turnaround.
Ronnie's not playing.
Oh, fuck, dude.
They need. Hey,
Real
guys,
quick.
they need to
I
get
got a
LeBron.
quick question.
3
NBA.
points right there.
I got a quick NBA
Le-
question.
yeah.
And we're gonna
LeBron
get
is
on
one
out
of
of here.
6. Way to go, LeBron.
I'll
got
field
a quick
LeBron's one of
NBA question.
6.
I'll field it, Will.
I got a quick NBA question. Then we get on out of here because your boy ain't feeling well.
I'll field it, Will.
Can Boston repeat this year?
no.
Yep. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think they are.
They're 4-0.
They're definitely going to
Just
go
beat
deep
the
into the
Bucks.
playoffs. They're definitely going to go deep into the playoffs. They have the recipe. They have the recipe for winning in the NBA right now, and that is they are fucking really good at shooting threes. They play really good defense, and they have 2 superstars who are they're not even they have no bigs at all.
But
There's no not a
look
big
They
at
have
team.
Kristaps Porzingis.
But who, as of right now,
Sometimes.
just based off of what we see right now, who's gonna beat them?
That was going to be my question because I don't see anybody in the East
I'm
that's
saying.
doing that right now.
They're going deep in the
The
playoffs.
Knicks? Nah. I think they'll go back.
Not with the softest Carl Anthony Towns is playing, dude.
If barring injury, that's the only way I see them not going.
And honestly,
Is their head coach Doc Rivers? No, they got a shot.
because I mean,
Staying in it.
there's nobody in the East is really like, so they're at least getting through to the finals as of right now from what I've seen. I mean, and really, what you think Dallas is going to be able to stack up against them? Denver,
Dallas in the West.
right? But I'm talking about in the finals.
Oh,
Denver's struggling out the gates though.
Denver ain't making it.
yeah, the Lakers are 3-0, sir.
Golden State.
Denver's
The
not making
Lakers
it.
are 3-0. The Thunder are 3-0. The Cavaliers are 4-0, and they have the third best point differential at 16.7 to start the season. I mean, granted, we're only 4 games in, and then you have Boston at 4-0. So
I like the energy I'm seeing out of the Lakers so far this year, but the Lakers, even if they play with this energy all season into the playoffs, no injuries, they're still not beating the Celtics in a
Yeah,
7.
but
I agree. I agree.
Boston, it's hard, man,
What
to
piece?
bet against Boston because they're like the Yankees of the NBA. They've got
Yep.
like 18 NBA finals.
yep,
So when
18
they're good,
championships.
you don't want to put money down against them at all because it's a franchise that has a history of excellence.
I don't think that really matters anymore. I
There's so much
think,
paired in the NBA. It's hard for that though.
yeah, I think
Hey,
Jason
at
Tatum
this-
and Derek White and
Jalen
Jalen
Brown.
Yeah.
Hey, at this point, Will, if the playoffs started today, the Bulls would be the 5th seed and play the Heat.
Yep.
Let's fucking go, Chicago.
Let's go.
It's really bothersome to me because I'm looking at the NBA standings right now. There are 3 teams in the East that have a positive point differential. That is it. 3 teams with a positive point differential.
I want to ask Kyle though, if we can just reverse real fast to the Eagles again. Did Nick Sirianni's career actually end when he started crying at the pregame national anthem
At the Super Bowl?
at the Super Bowl 3 years ago? Is that when Nick Sirianni's career actually ended?
Oh my God.
Is that when that game was lost? And is that when his career ended as the Eagles head coach? And don't lie to me. I can see it on your face.
He's just been dying a
This
slow
man,
and
this
torturous
man
death.
was bawling. This man was bawling.
He
At
was.
the pregame, dude. He lost it. He went, oh shit, I'm at the Super Bowl. Oh
That-
shit.
Maybe he's Dick Vermeil's biological son.
That might have been one. That might have been one nail in the coffin. That might
That
have
was one. That was a big one.
That was a huge nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Because it's like, fuck, bro, why? Wait, what?
Even Jason Kelsey was crying.
You're the coach. What the fuck, bro? What?
They're sinners crying. And I was like, oh God, they're fucked. They're
Yeah, it's
fucked.
like if you're crying now, Mahomes hasn't even gotten on the field
Yeah.
yet.
Oh,
That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like a little bit.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead.
He was
Let's go ahead
probably
and
like,
wrap
"There's no way I'm gonna win this fucking game."
I'm overwhelmed. It's been a lot of preparation. It's been a lot.
You know
All
what?
right, you guys, let's go ahead and wrap this puppy up real quick. Stephen, I'm gonna start with you. What you got going on this week?
Well, I'm going to close with this. The reason that they were quiet, you know how like when you were younger, you were by your parents and they were yelling at you and you knew you were in trouble and you were about to get spanked and you were just crying out of fear. That's what Nick Sirianni was doing in the Super Bowl when he was about to be basket.
Well, dude, I mean, hey, hang on.
He was crying.
Chris Stapleton, hang on. Let's not fucking take anything away from Chris Stapleton. Killed that fucking national anthem.
Agreed.
And I would have been crying. I cry every time I watch it. All right. That and Whitney Houston's 1993.
Oh, God.
Right?
1992.
Sorry. Those are the two best national anthems of all time, hands down.
James Earl Jones at the All-Star game.
Shut up, Ambrose. Not a thing.
Real quick, Ando, what you got going on this week, buddy?
You know what? Nothing, man. 7-7 just kind of knocked it out of the park, unlike Aaron Judge this World Series. And yeah, I got nothing, man.
Kyle, what you got going on this week, buddy?
Nothing much, man. Just trying to. Right now, I have to switch professions, so I've got an interview coming up Wednesday.
There you go.
Good luck, man.
That's about it. Appreciate that. Yeah. Other than that,
Good luck, bro.
nothing else.
Dan, what you got going on this week?
Kyle, what did you switch professions to?
Well, before I was doing not customer service, I worked for the government with Internal Revenue Service.
Okay.
Oh, so you're the guy that I'm pissed off for taking all my money. Got it.
But
not him, Ando. What the fuck him?
I want to get out. I kind of want to get out of the government and go back to the private sector. So that's what I'm doing.
Judge just got walked.
Like
one on, bottom of the 8th, one out. Dodgers are still up 4-0.
It's a courtesy so we can find the base.
If you guys ask me what I'm doing one night and I send you a picture of Aaron Judge, it means I'm not showing up.
Damn. So I'm assuming that's what you're doing this week.
Nah, bro. Hey, Will, you know what I'm doing, Will. I'm farming, man. I'm farming. I'm out here making the wheat. You know what I'm saying? The corn and the wheat. If you guys ever eat corn and wheat, which is in everything, it's coming from me, all right?
Absolutely, man.
Or beef, or a hamburger. Probably mine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Ambrose.
So what you're
That's
saying
what
is
happened at
that,
McDonald's.
so what you're saying is Dirty Dan is the reason I'm eating meat. I'm putting Dirty Dan's meat in my mouth.
That's right.
Just wanted to make sure we'll not be eating any more burger this week, man. Nope.
All right, Ambrose. We'll finish it with you. What you got?
Okay, on that note, I would like to bring order the
Save
court
me out of
date.
this.
Rob Manfred.
Yep.
Fuck
Fuck Jerry Jones. Fuck Jerry Krause. Fuck
He's
Jerry
not
Reinsdorf.
Jones anymore. He's the crypt keeper.
Ando, go put Sparky in the microwave.
Okay, I'll go put Sparky in the microwave.
I think that dragon looks scared now. I'm getting my career on track. I'm going to start selling my insurance this week. I'm getting contracted out. It's still a process. I was sidetracked a little bit, but I have to sign my contracts with the companies I'm going to be working with. And yep. So
Good job, Ambrose. Nux it.
Good job.
Come on
bro.
this side.
No.
There you go. See, you can figure it out.
There you go, bro. Good
Bang.
job.
And Charles Barkley is the best basketball player ever.
Honestly,
That's terrible.
I'll take it. That's terrible. Hey, Ernie, that's terrible.
Ernie, when you
Big
get,
old woman in
when
San
you-
Antonio.
when you're getting beat like the Yankees are getting beat by the Dodgers, you got to punch them in the mouth, Ernie. Like, you can't just sit there and not hit the ball. You got to hit something. And I think what the Yankees should do is Judge should go out there and just smack the biggest guy on the Mets, and that'll just light a fire. Or for
I'll
the
smack him in the mouth.
Aaron Judge of what? He ain't judging baseball.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge sounds like that weak man who can't get nothing going except on Sundays, but they didn't play on Sunday.
All right, you guys. I want to say thank you to everybody in TV land for being with us. I want to thank all these fellas for joining me tonight. We're gonna see you guys next week right here on the Sports Report Podcast. Everyone have a great week, have a great night, and take care.
Andrew's gonna fuck that dragon.
Fuck Rob Manfred.
Next question: do you guys do anal on the first date? Is that a thing, or is that not something that we